Hey beautiful souls, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be talking about how goal setting doesn't always work for the average person and why that is. I want to unravel the complexities of why this conventional way of goal setting isn't always the most effective way to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. And one thing I want to start with is, as an NLP master practitioner, we look at goals a little differently. Now, the original way people look at a goal is they say they want to do something and then there's really nothing in between and they just do it. And usually what tends to happen is you see the same type of people not accomplishing the same type of goals over and over and over again. Weight loss is a great example. And this tends to happen because there's something else going on at a subconscious level, something deeper in the root of the programs that is preventing you from actually following through with what it is you want. You might look at, hey, I want to lose 10 pounds, but realistically there's some type of limiting belief attached to maybe your self-worth, or maybe that you don't feel good enough, and that's preventing you from being able to follow through with that goal. So I do want to say that for some people, the conventional way of goal setting is never going to work until you do the deeper work on yourself. So let's go ahead and dive in with that being said. Now, one of the main reasons why goal setting doesn't always work for people is because we perceive this fixed path. Almost like, okay, so we've decided we want to lose the 10 pounds. Now that is the only path we can take. We know we want to get there, and it's almost like if anything outside of that fixed path gets in your way, then your plans just crumble apart. And trust me, I understand what a fixed path looks like. As a IFBB bikini pro, I for so many years had one fixed path, one goal, one way of thinking. And if it wasn't going to get me to that Olympia stage, I just didn't want to open my eyes to anything else. And so I know what the pain of a fixed plan can create in your life. Now, that rigidity left me unprepared for all the twists and the turns and the roadblocks that were put in my way. And eventually that challenge just got so extreme that I couldn't actually continue to do bodybuilding because my body wasn't allowing it anymore. That led to so much confusion, so much frustration, and I truly started to recognize that the beauty lies in your ability to change the path. And that goes so well into the second point of this ever-changing of your natural desires. Now, to think that because you set a goal a couple years ago to accomplish something, that you might not change as a person, or your goal might not change in those couple years, is extremely unrealistic. And what we want to look for here is not this rigid desire of it has to be one way, but almost kind of looking at it as, where is it that you want to go? Because once you set a goal and you succeed and you reach it, it almost leaves you wanting more. Think of a financial goal. Let's say you want to have 10K in your bank account and you finally get there. Okay, well, usually the person's not like, oh great, I'm at 10K, this is amazing. Usually the person's like, hey, I'm at 10K, I want more. What's the next thing I can do? And there's not a lot of time for appreciation or even celebrating yourself, which is something that I feel like is very important when you do set goals. When you can find a more fulfilled way when you approach these goals and then end up feeling satisfied or excited that you got there, being able to move forward is going to feel so much better. And you're going to feel fulfilled in the present moment, which is the whole point of the journey. It's also important because it's going to allow you to let go of those rigid goals that you may have set that no longer make sense to you anymore. Now, a big piece why setting goals doesn't work is we put these really large, unrealistic expectations on our back. And when we set these unrealistic expectations, we tend to start to move in a negative direction. Now, a good example, let's say you want to lose 10 pounds and your expectations of how you're supposed to look are a little too extreme. Maybe you feel like you deserve to have this goal accomplished in a shorter amount of time, or to look a certain way in a shorter amount of time, and realistically it's going to take way longer for you to get to that goal. So setting a standard that isn't achievable is a sure way to start to fail when setting a goal. This is a really easy way to hinder your progress and to feel inadequate or disheartened at the end. All right, so what if you were to not focus on that and to actually start to focus on the power of intention? Now, I love the word intention because Unlike a goal, which is a specific target, an intention's more so a sense of being, a sense of who you are as a person. And when you can focus on the intention, let's say you want to lose 10 pounds, but you wake up and the first thing you do is you think, what can I do today to accomplish this goal or to be the best version of myself? And you know that means you have to wake up, make the bed, go drink your water, make your breakfast, get in your cardio, go to the gym, whatnot. It's not necessarily about, hey, I have to be perfect with all these goals that I set to reach this target, but more so, are you showing up for yourself the way you said you would? Do you have the patience and the courage and the determination and dedication that you need to accomplish that goal? I noticed a massive shift when I started setting intentions for myself every single day. And generally, I focus on setting intentions that are around courage and patience, kindness, gratitude, and overall just having a good day. Because when you can have a good day, whatever it is that you have to accomplish during that day is going to feel a lot easier and you're going to feel a lot happier accomplishing it. You're also going to want to get really good at handling life's detours because roadblocks, ups and downs, challenges are going to happen, and to think that they're not or to not prepare for them is a sure way to not achieve a goal. There was a really long period in my life where in my career, I felt like I was always facing setbacks and failures. I wasn't able to look objectively at them and think, okay, hey, this isn't me. This is a job. This is a career. How can I still enjoy myself and still be happy and set new goals even if things aren't turning out the way that I wanted them to turn out? And being able to maneuver through things allows you to get closer to your passion because you're going to figure out what it is you don't like and you're going to move towards more of what you do like. And the beautiful thing is when you embrace uncertainty, you really start to learn way more about who you are as a person. And lastly, you want to focus on being present. As I mentioned before, if you are not enjoying the road, the process, the journey of where you're going, why are you on this road in the first place? You're going to cause so much more depression and stress and anxiety in your mind and in your body and soul, pushing towards something that maybe you don't really have a passion towards or you don't really want for the right reasons. So it's important to assess why you're doing certain things if you don't feel good while you're doing them. When we set these futuristic goals, we tend to overlook the present moment. Like I said about the bank account, let's say you had the 10K after saving for a couple years. Instead of being present and happy and proud of yourself and maybe doing a celebration for that, you think, oh man, I want more, or that's not enough, or it took me so long. And there's really no sense of gratitude or presence within you when you are where you want to be. And if you can't be happy now, you're not going to be happy later. That's just a key advice, right? We always think if we have more, we'll be happier, and that's not always true. So I ask, why don't you try to find pleasure in the simple things like walking outside, feeling the nice soft grass on your toes, the warmth of the sun on your face, a cup of warm coffee as you drink it. Just find relish in the good moments throughout your day. Now, as we conclude, I would love for you to rethink your approach to setting goals. Now, like I mentioned before, there are certain things that may not work out as well. And if you have any questions or want to hop on a free discovery call with me, go ahead and click in one of my links below. You can also check out my website at beingbecomes.com for more call schedule links. And I'm also giving out a freebie. If you guys haven't downloaded it already, it is the 5 journal prompts to use every single day. And during this process, you're going to learn really what setting goals and manifestations feel like, not from a sense of doing, but from a sense of being. Because when you can reassess where you are and where you want to go, things are going to come to you a lot easier. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Send this to anybody who might need value from this. And I will be talking to you guys soon. Thank you.